Man, we are crushing it. But can you beat this? Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today I'm really proud to showcase you Golgari Control deck with Shigeki. And it has all the good stuff and even more, because today you will see Wrenn and Realmbreaker ultimate. And what might not be obvious, this ultimate has one cool effect that other planeswalkers do not have. Man, when I saw it, it really surprised me. Maybe you know it? If not, I won't spoil it because it will be a fun moment. So other than this, we are playing full control deck. By the way, we have 4 wars. If you laugh at this, you will see it during the games. This is the card that gave me most wins today, man. It's absolute MVP. Other than this, we have the Invasion of Fiora. This is what allows this kind of archetype. We have a full-blown sweeper. It is expensive, so for this reason we have some, let's say, consistency and some ramp, because we can ramp directly from 4 mana to 6. Marches. With Golgari you have a lot of mana, so you will hit for a lot and you will see it in action. When you gain 10 life, aggro decks just scoop, man. They cannot deal with it. Other than this, we have Planeswalkers, Liliana of the Veil, Wrenn that we mentioned. We have the loop with Geek's Command and Shigeki, so you can go infinite with this deck if you want. And the cool thing is that it doesn't handicap you. And believe me, when you play Shigeki Channel for 8 or 10 mana and you get 3 or 4 invokes from your graveyard, every opponent just scoops. They don't even want to see it in action. They just, oh, no, not my game. I'm out. So really cool one. We have Titania command. We need to exile something from graveyard and the ramp. With this deck, you never are out of lands. Even one Shigeki, 1 Geeks command and 1 invoke means that you can burn infinite mana. So the more you have it, the more invokes per turn you can play. That's basically it. Render Inert, something that might not be obvious. We play Invasion of Zendikar and Invasion of Fiora. Those 2 battles are good enough on their own, so we play them for the front side. We want a sweeper, we want some ramp, but at some point during the game you can just invest 3 mana, draw a card, so it's a card neutral basically, and 3 mana for example, Marchiza, Resolute Monarch, that absolutely dominates the game, is incredible, even as a tempo play. Don't forget, loyalty is a counter, so you can kill Planeswalker and draw a card, so it's 2 for 1 if you kill Planeswalkers with this one. So pretty cool deck. We had really nice results. We went from 500 Mythic to 300 Mythic. We even beat the threshold, and that's amazing for Golgari deck. I'm really happy to be playing this archetype again, and I think you guys will enjoy it. Also, if you want to support the channel and you have a friend that, likes this kind of deck, don't forget to maybe share them. Maybe they will like the channel too, and you really help. So with that being said, I think we can go into the games because they were pretty epic. You will see some mono red scooping, and I don't think if that's me, but that really brightens my day. So probably the same for you. So enjoy the games and have fun, guys. Alright, so the hand we took is not amazing, but it's decent. We are on the play, so for this reason we could keep it. And Liliana of the man, 1 drop. This is the worst hand against mono red. The only condition for this hand to work was that my opponent didn't have a 1 drop. And they, of course, did. So we are in huge trouble, and we drew Invoke Despair, so that's one of the worst draws in the deck. And our opponent is spending all of his mana, which is the condition that you need to win the games of Magic at this point. You just need to spend all of the mana. So what do? Do we play Liliana and try to pressure their hand? I mean, it seems decent. She also absorbs quite a lot of damage.
Enough with the mysteries.
And I will definitely not play this invoke. I probably won't even go to 5-6 mana. I might, depending on the draws, but land. Alright, so they have another one. Unless they want to play on 2 lands and just gamble that... Man, they gambled they will draw another. That's crazy. Alright, let's see how much damage he respects the Liliana for. 4. Correct. Alright, I mean, we need to go for Shigeki. We are on 16, but it will change very rapidly. You know what's funny? Oh, I think he noticed. Do you know what will happen? Oh, he knows. Oh, I love it. Do you want to do something else? Oh, but he really just shows that he knows. Alright, it's fine. I know it puts us behind, but man, we cleared the whole board with this nearly. Like, if we can salvage this game somehow, this is the way. This is the only way. And we'll play Shigeki, we'll never use the Did we draw the third Invoke already? Man, like, Shuffler is absolutely mad today. Like, though... Can you give me cards according to my build? Like, you know, walls early game? Like, at least one of them. I drew 3 invokes, I deserve at least one wall. I guess, you know what? I guess we will be an Invoke Despair game and we will just keep playing them every turn. I don't think we will, honestly. I think we are super far behind and we are only drawing our 5 and 6 drops right now. I mean, this land from the top was extremely important, so we can even start playing, but we didn't even draw a land for invasion, right? It's really, really harsh right now. I need to sweep the board immediately. Alright, I swipe the board immediately. Because I'm not winning this game if I'm on 3. Especially that he has a lot of cards, so he went very low on the mana, and he actually discarded the land, so if you feel sorry for mono red, don't. Ever. You just can't. Alright. And I think we go like this. I think it's a pretty good one, because on the next turn we can go Geeks Command. Which means that we can lifelink and get to 13, which might be game winning. See? He's just here. Striking the lightning. If I hit the battle, and I probably will I? Like, she costs life if you haven't been dealt damage. Combat damage, so even lightning strike. Oh boy, like, this is really dangerous card. Alright, how good at magic are you? Can you burn us? Oh, Sheoldred. Sheoldred is no joke, man. But it's slow. It's slow. I think this is what we need. We only have black cards, so let's go for the... I think we can make it work. Do we have creatures? I mean, we have Shigeki that has to do it. I really think this lifelink is worth it. You are a creature. I submit you. I get Shigeki. And I have Vigilance. Man, if he attacks, No, until end of the turn. I never had lifelink from Geeks Command on the creature that has Vigilance so far. Forge. Oh, that's rough. But he's an 8 man. Like, this hit was huge, and don't forget, this stays. This will be our eternal servant. Also, he dies. Right? You dead, bro? Oh, you're dead. That's so sad. Mono red being dead while having great draw against us struggling early game. I mean, I feel super bad, but also just a little bit happy, you know? This explosion definitely brightens my day quite a lot. Alright, opponent goes first, but fear not. Man, I would love to be on the play with this one. Oh man, that's painful. Man, this would be absolute banger on the play. But you know what, we'll take it. Our opponent having double 1-drops. I mean, it will be enjoyable. Go. I mean, he needs to burn the card to go through it, and that's pretty good. Let's go the dual land, basically. It's a perfect dual land right now, with no drawbacks. Alright, so let's see the follow-up. So they seem to be like Boros aggro, right? So some very weird stuff. Man, this wall will absorb so much damage. He can pay for hexproof, but that helps us on the next turn, maybe? Alright, he's splitting the damage, so that makes me think that we will go like this. Man, 4 damage in my pocket right now. That's no joke. Also, it kinda forced Scrap to attack, because he needed to split damage, and he can waste 1 damage, but probably not 2. So no, good things are happening overall. Are you a wall or are you a Wrenn? Wrenn absorbs some of the damage, which is not amazing, honestly. If I want to kill Swift Spear, and I probably won't, I need to do it now. And then he pumps the other creature, but it's worse for pumping, right? Next turn is kinda dead one. It's better on the mana base to play Wrenn into double spell on the next turn, and then invoke or Gix. Man, Wrenn a bit awkward in this situation. I can draw a card, but I don't need it. +1 doesn't do anything, and it absorbs the damage maybe. Maybe that's the thing. Nah, I'll go like this. It might be indestructible, but we'll see. I'm not sure what the version is. Usually I assume they don't have everything perfectly, but apparently that's a mistake. Alright, so he scribed to the bottom, that's important, and he wasted 1 damage on the Swift Spear. If he did it during his turn, that would be extra damage. So no, not what I wanted, but still something we need to live with. Oh boy, we just got serious. Alright, that would be a lot of damage right now. So if we reanimate the land, I mean we could go against Skrelv maybe. So if they pay, they still might do... Yeah, they have Skrelv, so they will protect it. We definitely play the land. We could go wall into go for the throat, and honestly I think this is the best play. We are trying to fish for the black land, untapped black land. Of course, somehow, we hit all the other ones. Oh boy, like the lands, man, they always get me. So what is the correct one? I mean, Blast Zone seems pretty decent. They have quite a lot of 1-drops, and we can kill them on the next turn, man. It's unfortunate he sees it, but it's fine. Man, we can just play Blast Zone and blow it up, and then he loses the board. Alright, Virtuoso. How many good cards to buff it do you have? Hammerhead. Alright, so not on this turn, but... the Virtuoso is a huge problem. I mean a huge one. Oh, I also died. Nearly. Land. Alright, full top deck mode. If I was on the play, I would be able to play 1 more land and win the game, but you know, that's a luxury. That's a luxury. So, we can blow those creatures, and we need to do it now, otherwise he gives Hexproof to Virtuoso on the green and kills us. And then next time we can go Gix command, possibly. If we draw a land. It's okay. Oh, I did not expect the Hammer Hand. Yeah, I forgot it's a 1 mana permanent. I don't see this card too much. Wall, as always, the only reason we are in the game. Alright, land from the top. I mean, you can see that we are doing it. 0 cards in the hand. I think we won this, man. 2 creature cards. It's great because I have, you know what? Walls. It also means that I cannot be attacked and I will hit my land drops. Man, Walls, the most amazing card in Magic. So let's play the first one. I mean, live game land? Are you good? No, I'm not. Because we probably want to play Wrenn. I want to start pressuring them a little bit. So, as you probably have seen from the previous video, you don't need to care which land is which because they get haste. So I mean, we are starting to attack, just to pressure them into scooping. I'm not sure what they play. I don't think they play like direct damage, right? I think they only play like creature-based damage. So we play this, we plus, and we see the reaction. I'm going for the green because I have invokes. That might be a tell if he's smart enough. And I mean, Invoke Despair seems decent overall. It also kills them faster. Oh, March. Perfect. Perfect. This is the card that might save us if something goes wrong. And I can do it for 1, 2, so 4, 5 mana. So I can be at 6 whenever I want. Man, we somehow won this only thanks to Wall. Man, Walls are the best cards in this deck. Scrap Invoke Despairs. Man, you have Walls. And he knows that if I have another Invoke, and it is possible with so many cards, he dies after this hit. So let's see if there's a reaction. No reaction. Either risk, or he just doesn't have anything, and he cannot really do anything. I will go with the Jungle Hollow. Even though I get 1 extra mana, it is a second instance of damage, and I don't know what he has. Maybe, who knows, festivities, whatever. Maybe he can deal 1 damage somehow. I mean, I will kill my wall. He dies on the next turn, so we don't need to do anything. He has 1 more draw. Ah, see? That's a smart one. So 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm doing it right now. I should probably exile the invasion, but I'm greedy. I don't think we can die to this. And I can block the other one with the wall. You guessed it. Enjoy. 10 life. You are on 3. Go. That was a really sneaky play. There was a chance we somehow mess it up and he just kills us. See? Random 1 damage. Random 3 damage with trample. But it's too slow, man. You dead, bro. You absolutely dead. But I appreciate that he's showing his hand so we can learn what we should be playing around. So that's a good one. And I will sacrifice the MVP wall that absolutely saves every single game. Man, we are crushing it. So, yeah, I guess he has the lifelink, it's fine. But can you beat this? Haha, a Wrenn ultimate! First time ever. And oh my god, when you ultimate Wrenn, you can instantly replay her. Because she is a permanent herself. Oh man, that's pretty broken. And we can do it always. Alright, so how do we navigate this game so we don't look like a dummy and lose this? I probably want to play Wrenn, because I can start hitting him faster at some point.
Be swift.
And for... oh no, I don't have Lance anymore. Alright, that's an interesting one. I think we clear the board anyway. He really wants those creatures, man. So I don't mess it up. And we don't need anything. Now -2 gives us all the permanents. Of course we mute 3 of our best cards. It's fine. It's fine. We still win this. But that was a good attempt. Man, he actually went back into having board somehow, somewhere. But he doesn't have enough mana. It gives haste, don't forget. Alright, so the permanent is only a wall. I think we just go super hard on the defense. We don't need... man, we can just keep playing Wrenn and minusing... man, this ultimate with Wrenn is already a combo.
A small gift.
And I can take boost Seiju if I care. I probably don't, but I'll take it. Alright, now we play Sheoldred. We play a Vinewall. And I got my lands, of course. Milling some... well, not milling, but getting rid of some good cards. And we are going over the Bankbuster because this gives us draw, which gives us life. In case he just goes somehow, somewhere, absolutely over the top. That was a really good attempt, I have to say. I did not expect him to live so long. But with 1 card, I don't think he can go, you know, over the top. But Black March definitely did some work here. Alright. I mean, if I want to draw, do I just take the damage? He has 1 card, it can be something that amplifies the damage. I will do it like this. This goes around trample. He doesn't do any damage to our face, and we can replay Sheoldred and crew the Bankbuster. Because we have the emblem. Man, this emblem is absolutely broken. Like, the fact that you instantly, you know, sacrifice Wrenn and get her back, Usually you need to do work, man, if you want to get rid of the planeswalkers and use the ability. Okay, worthy attack. Man, he's fighting from the top of his deck. Sure, you got it. 5. We could gain 2 more life, but... Oh, no, okay. Indestructible is a thing. I'm working really hard to throw it, don't I? But don't you worry, my deck is too good. It just does not lose. And it also has some walls. But remember, guys, it's a 0 misplay game. Let's go for Wrenn, because we can start attacking him. I want Crow because we don't need it. I guess I could play another Wrenn and just go for the Lifar. It seems like a pretty good idea, but I just know I won't anyway. So, you know, we can mess it up a little bit. 0 misplays. But, guys, if we are playing like this and we still win, I mean the deck is really cool. I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, this will be a hard keep. Double tap land, unfortunately. So it means that everything will be 1 turn later. We have just a few, so not perfect. We also don't have the 3rd land even, but we have the wall, the almighty wall, so you know. Alright. No lands, of course. I cannot play a single game when I curve out to 4. Like it's at this point nearly impossible. Like without this wall I would already lose. It's fine because I have the wall. I don't think I will whiff with 6 cards from the top, so we probably hit our curve. Close. Man, if that's from the top, I wouldn't draw land for next 4 turns, so I would lose this game if not this wall. Just, you know, a side note. Seems pretty decent. Alright. We are slowly... See? We just traded wall, that is a land in reality, for a card. And it's a pretty decent card. And he kinda had to play it, because like if we have more creatures, the deck still hits the wall, so he can at least be, you know, tempo efficient. Alright, I mean... Man, I think we will salvage it, but this is as weird start as it can be. So I get man, if not this wall, we would be absolutely out of this game. And right now we kinda have way to play around it. I need to go for Liliana and miss another land drop. Man, I missed everything except the one from the wall. And you know, the starting hands. But we'll try to make it work. We'll try to make it work. That's a casual Sheoldred from the top. I will take the damage, because I know I will never hit land naturally, and I learned to play around this. So, I'm playing the wall, and hit the untapped land, and then we remove it. By the way, in 6 cards there was only 1 land. I mean, do you see where I fight here? Do I even fight with Catman? No, he's just, you know, a punching bag, basically. And the real fight is against the Shuffler. I should +1 Liliana first. That was a mistake. So I expect Invoke, right? But Invoke is really bad in this situation, so let's actually force it. Titania's command, do we even have time, man? Do we even have time? Like with this crappy kind of draws, I don't think we'll hit 6 mana in like a decent time. And even though it's a cut down, we pressure them enough, so if they play land into Invoke, they draw 1 card only. And they have 2 cards in total. That's not a lot. Oh, Liliana Wars. Spicy. Oh, that's really spicy. It has to be Wrenn, unfortunately. And it hurts. But I'm not sure if that's a good play, man. Because my Liliana is a bit better than yours. Invoke? No, but still very, very good card. I don't think we'll hit 1 drop. It could be March, but it's not like March kills anything on this turn. So, show me your top decks. The good part is that with 4 lands, even Invoke Despair is not good enough, because he needs 2 cards to play it. See? Wall. Just absolute... How can you not love the wall? This is the best card in my deck. My poor Mana Screwed regularly deck. Alright, Blast Zone into Shore, that seems about right. This is actually really good, man. It kills Liliana, and that's a scoop material right there. I don't think he can beat it. The only draw from the top, you know what, is Invoke Despair. If he messes it, but I still have the Bang Bust and he just draws one card. So that's not really great. So even if he hits Invoke, it's manageable, and that's the best draw of his whole deck. You know, I'll take the Edict. Non-token creature, so sure that goes away. Still good draw, but not as good as he needs probably. So we have 2 extra cards on him. Let's see if my draws can beat this. Man, you should never scoop against me, because I can draw 5 cards, they can be all lands. I mean, if we can win this awkward game against basically meta deck right now, I mean, that's pretty good, right? Wall. The only reason we won this. Alright guys, I have theory that Shuffler figured out that we have Vinewall and we cannot get mana screwed, so he decided to give us only black lands with a wall. I still think we should be able to make it work. We have a lot of options, right? If we do a single land, which we know is impossible. When you start 2-lander, you know that you will never see the 3rd land unless you scry for it. See? 100% never hit a land from the top. And Shuffler did it. Even with wall, with so many lands, we still missed it. Somehow. Alright, so my idea was that we have March, we can always exile. You know what? At this point I'm taking a colorless mana. And with my draws I maybe need Forest for this one, but it can be very useful. So if we exile a card we can kill the Stomper. Pretty good play, but I don't think we go for it. I probably will need a lot of value because my early game not only suck, it's literally as bad as it gets, except not drawing lands at all. So really hard, man, we played 2-color deck and we cannot hit 2 colors. That's rough. That's rough. Can I get a forest from the top, like a decent person? Okay, what we are playing, 5-color control. I don't know what we go toward, but it's definitely more than 1 counter. Cool. I absolutely love it. I always feel so great when I cannot play Magic, even I have, you know, full deck of stuff that helps. See? Shuffler did it. You have 2 walls? Psych, you don't get green. Alright, so do we exile Despair? Like, imagine playing Despair in this game. It's not the biggest play, but if I have to discard something, I might as well delay the game as much as I can with live game. They will kill us with different things, like more Stompers. I guess it can be activated way faster than you expect. Like, I'm in my mind at 3-land area, but my opponent is in a very different one. You know what? Can I remove infinite counters from your creature? And if I don't draw land, that was great game of Magic. And I will show it to you guys so you know how losses very often in those stats look like. Like in the stats you will see that you lost the game. And you don't have this in mind when you see the lost game. Alright guys, going second, we'll take this one. We have the wall. Alright, we'll see how it goes. Let's start with the Hollow, of course, with some new skin. I kinda like it. So that ends the review of the art for today, and we're going with the Vinewall because we will hit our lands. I will go for the black one. I have high chance of casting Invoke Despair on curve, so you know, let's not spoil it out. No counters anywhere, so let's make another wall, because why not? I mean, if that's a full control deck, it probably won't matter too much. But at the same time, we can select our lands, right? So this way we can cast Invoke Despair as soon as possible. We don't have double green. Now I want to attack him. This is the Emperor turn, so maybe let's play this one. I'm not channeling Shigeki anyway, right? Alright, so let's see the Emperor. And we... Oh, Fateful Mending. Is that an Reanimator deck? They usually play the Mendings, right? And they should dump, like, you know, big stuff here on this turn. And here's the big stuff. I mean, at least Atraxa. But they don't have the thing yet. Alright, that's a goblin. Alright, let's start with this one. We kill the goblin. If he makes disappear, that's fine. Not sure why I was asked to tap the lands, but it's fine. And here we go with the invasion. So we can invoke this. You know they might have a counter spell. But we need to take this risk. And they do not. So they lose the Fable. They might reanimate Atraxa, so we are not out of the game. Invasion of Fiora might be extremely important. I mean, they keep playing Fables so far. And they will end step use this to find the reanimation spell, right? And we don't have good ways to exile. So that's a bit unfortunate. Let's go with the forest so we have double green. And I mean, you know the drill. The best play on turn 5, 6, 7 and 8. And that's a Fateful Mending. So he might reanimate, he has really high chance of this. And oh boy, there's a lot of stuff there. A lot of stuff, but we will keep invoking for a while. And we have Sweeper. Man, they are digging super hard. They have 4 Invoke Justice probably, or, you know, split between this and the other one. But it cannot bring back the creature, so they actually need Invoke, I think, right? Unless they split it and just go back with the Portal or something. Alright, like, I mean, he's digging. And he will get there, because we are not a deck that tries to kill super fast, right? So we can take 1, 2 cards, and guess what they will be? You might have an idea about this one. We could get Marchesa, but I think we have better plays than this. I mean, he will need to kill us. Because creatures won't do it. Man, he's really digging hard. I wish we had counter spells, but unfortunately, for this particular game, I like this card, it's super cool, but not very efficient. Like, the War 3 is the good part, Pay 3 life is not really relevant at that part. Alright, so they play indeed the split. That's fine. By the way, I can just Boseiju this. And he doesn't get any value. Oh, nice, and I get it back with Shigeki later. Okay, 1, 2 cards. Shigeki. Do your thing. In Golgari deck, it's very easy thing. You just take all the invoke from the graveyard and you keep playing clans. This is why it's so important to keep playing clans over and over. Bro, colorless. Just give me the colorless. And we'll do it. Like, the more stuff we have, the better. Oh, Titania's command. I wish I drew it a bit faster, but it's still fine. It's still fine. Are there creatures? Shigeki? Probably not something. But he will take Atraxa. So let's make sure that it won't happen. Enjoy your land. I mean, Boseiju was a pretty good land here. Imagine if that was a forest. The game would be a bit different. Man, those lands are pretty incredible. Like, just free value, you know? Alright. If anything green, I think we take the Blast Zone. I don't think it should bite us. Alright, reanimate me. Like, he hit 1 reanimation spell, he dug super hard for it, and alright. So we are getting choose 1. Alright, I mean, that's cool. I could read it. Alright, just for you guys, just so you see. Cool. So, I mean, what would happen if you didn't have cards in your grave? To be honest, he will get something very quickly, right? I can get a lot of life. Let's do it. It seems really fun, doesn't it? So, we exile player graveyards. Do we get land or bears? Bears can be a bit lethal. I like bears. I like lands too, but I'll go for bears. Man, this card is ridiculously amazing when it hits. And no target for the... Like, it's not useless, we could cycle it, we could get, you know, the Marchesa, I just don't want to go for it. And don't forget, when Shigeki dies, it goes into our graveyard. When he uses the ability to try to channel, it comes into our side, so, you know, not too much here. Alright. So we get back Shigeki, right? Oh no, it's Exile. That's a smart one. So once Shigeki is gone, we still have the loop in the deck. And sure, I will take whatever I have. Alright, I mean, it's happening. Maybe we just play Sheoldred. What is the next creature? Wall. It gives him land, right? It's not the worst. However, I think it's Sheoldred time. No Shigeki in the graveyard, so we don't use it yet. And you know what? I think this is a very good turn 11 play. The maximum value, just play your invokes and draw some cards. Oh, Liliana is super cool. You know, unless it's Atraxa. Alright, enjoy your walls. I mean, I don't think he will mill himself, right? Probably not. Because this helps us mill him, but I don't think he will do it. Runs actually help him. Also, he has the block. Man, walls are just so good. It's also a Phyrexian wall, as you can see on the picture. Pure Phyrexian. Alright. How do we play? Yeah, it also is good against Liliana thingy. But we can just kill him maybe at some point. Are you legendary? Yes, you are. Alright, we'll make it this way. Man, walls. Absolute MVP of every game. Destroy on non-legendary. I forgot to check my lands, but it's still fine. So he gets it back, but he takes the damage, and I have second Sheoldred. Man, double portal against our deck is just like nothing. Man, I play invokes every turn. How can you beat this?